Evening everybody, it's Chris Hickett, your self-proclaimed YouTube daddy here. Well, it's Thursday and it's 9:05. I've just locked up and I thought I'm about to go home, but I thought I'll have a quick, because I noticed that the illuminations are on, even though they're not officially turned on yet, but they're turned on. I'm assuming they're testing them. So I thought we'd nip out and have a quick sneak preview and see what they look like while I'm about, and also seeing what's happening on the front, because obviously I never see what's happening on the front of a night time or a daytime or any time, to be fair. So I thought we'd have a quick sneak preview. Oh, are they nice and pretty? So I know the illuminations don't turn until September, but what they tend to do is they tend to have them on so they can test them out, and then you'll have all the engineers up and down fixing all the lights and all that lot. Well, I see Pete's still open. Well, I'm assuming he's open because the two of his letters are out. It says Happy AZ, Happy A's. There's no DNA anymore. Pete's lost his DNA. Oh dear, when's he going to fix it? So we're outside Funland at the moment, and look at all the pretty lights. Now, this video may cut off pretty sharpish at some point, yeah, because I'm having a problem with the iPad storage. So I've got to get a bigger iPad, because it's full and I just haven't got round to doing it. So let's see how long we can talk for until it stops recording. So we're just coming past Coral Island, and oh, look at all these pretty lights. There's still quite a few people about, to be fair. Where I am now, if you type in Blackpool cam on the internet, you can actually see live cam, a live stream on the side of one of the buildings, so you can see what's going on here. So just put Blackpool live camera, and there's one that's, I don't know what building it's on, but it faces this way to where I am now. So we're here by the comedy carpet, just going past the tower. Lots of people on the comedy carpet, lots of cars. I don't know what's going on. Must be something going on, but it's Blackpool, there's always something going on in Blackpool. So look at all them pretty lights, and just on the left hand side is the wedding chapel. I've been in there a couple of times, not to get married myself. I was married a long time before I came to Blackpool, but I have been to a couple of weddings there. Most recently, James and Tony, the guys from the bingo next door, they got married there, so that was the last time I was there. So we're just coming up towards North Pier. Oh, better stop here because some dudes are about to cross the road. And we've got Shenanigans on my right hand side, just so you get it there, that's getting more central. So we've got all these pretty lights, that's the cenotaph right in front of me. And the lights appear to be on down here as well, so let's see how long. I don't know if they're all on or if just sections of it are on. So, well, we'll find out. There's a nice pretty tram. We're just going past the Metropole, the place I can't talk about. Let's not mention the Metropole. Don't forget, don't mention the Metropole. Actually, could get me in trouble again. I managed to get myself in trouble when I talk about the Metropole, so I won't be mentioning the Metropole. It's a taboo subject, apparently. So we're now driving past the place that can't be mentioned, as I've mentioned that I can't mention it several times before. And we're coming down towards the Imperial Hotel. Well, yeah, we're just down here. I think it's the Imperial. I've been in there a couple of times. It's not what it used to be. It used to be really, really nice. But I'll be completely honest here. The last couple of times I've been in there, it's not the best anymore. It used to be very fancy and spectacular, and it just seems to have lost its appeal now. I don't know why. It just doesn't seem to be well maintained anymore. So that's just down here on the right hand side. for those of you who've not seen it, if you check out Rick's channel, that's Beyond the Edge, there's a video on there about with me when I was doing a live GB News interview in there about politics. So if you're not into politics, don't bother watching it, but if you like watching anything that I do, there was a live GB News interview that I took place in there maybe last year. Anyway, it's Beyond the Edge, that's Rick's channel. So if you check out Rick's channel, it's on there. It looks like there's no illuminations on down here. So, well, that was a very short look at the illuminations, wasn't it? We just go past the Grand Hotel, which used to be the Hilton, until they sold it or something like that. So we'll just go to the roundabout and we'll see if there's any illuminations on past there. But I don't think there is. I think that may be it. So as I say, they put them on in sections while they're testing them. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward now and there's no more illuminations on. No, none of the other illuminations are on. So we'll head back. We'll go back roundabout, and we shall. I wonder what they're putting on the roundabout this year. What they got there now? Oh, it's the aeroplanes. You can't really see it because it's a bit dark and they're not lit up at the moment. But there seems to be the aeroplanes. I actually preferred it when they had the big roundabout on there. They also, at one point, they had a Doctor Who TARDIS on there. They've had several different things on there. So we'll drive round the roundabout and we'll go up on Dixon Road area and see what's happening up there. That's always worth a laugh. This is the Gin pub on Gin Square, which is where we are now. And now we come to Dixon Road, to the lower end of Dixon Road. And this will take us at the back of the Grand Hotel, so we're actually driving adjacent to the way we just came now. So it's Thursday, so I know Pete won't be at Funny Gills tonight, so we won't see him outside there, and he's still working, and I heard him call him Bingo earlier. I was going to pop in and annoy him, but I thought, no, I'll do a video, because I've not done a drive-around video for a bit. So at the back of the, better watch my speed here, because there are 30-mile-an-hour speed cameras here. And I'd like to maintain my nice clean licence that I have. It's not always been clean, but it's clean at the moment. So as I say, we're just driving adjacent to the seafront. You can't see him. If you look down to the right, down the side alleys, you can actually see the seafront. So we're heading towards, I'd say, I think this is Dixon Road. If it's not Dixon Road, we're heading towards Dixon Road. I'm not 100% sure whether this is the whole lot is Dixon Road or it leads on to Dixon Road. But I certainly know after this roundabout here, it's on Dixon Road. So then we'll go from there, and then, I don't know where we'll go from there. Well, I'm heading towards home, so we're just pointing the car in that general direction. So now I know we're on Dixon Road. As I've said in the previous video, this is where all these micro pubs seem to have popped up lately. This is a predominantly gay area around here. The gay pubs, you got like Peekaboos, Mamba, Funny Girls, and all that kind of stuff. There's Peekaboos on my right hand side there. So I think this is a predominantly the Duke of York. I'm not sure if that's a gay venue or not. There doesn't appear to be any rainbow flags out of it, but I have no idea. So what we'll do, we'll go down, we'll go straight across, and then we'll go down the main street. So there's Funny Gills on my left hand side, there's Man Bar, appears to be closed, but it is a Thursday. And we'll go to the end here, and we've got Mark Kelly's on the right hand side. This is Mark Kelly's south. And we'll go down here, which is Talbot Road. Oh, sorry, Mark Kelly's north. I stand corrected. There's probably people shouting in the video now. It's not north Mark Kelly, it's Mark Kelly's north. What are you talking about? So yeah, you're absolutely right. It is Mark Kelly's north. Oh, this dude's going before me. So we're now going down the where the new tram's going to be going. God knows how long it's going to be. But this is the super idea that the Blackpool Council had of having a tram going from North Station down this road to the bottom, because obviously people have no legs and they can't walk this far, or something like that, or taxis don't exist or something. So I have no idea, but I have no idea how long this is going to take to complete. So we just turned it right here onto the in front of the town hall. You'll notice this is up by the area where I normally go in the morning when I go to Abingdon Street Barbecue to have my my breakfast. Counting House on my right hand side, and then obviously North Pier directly in front of me, and we'll go and head back down to where we started, and you'll be able to see the other side the way the cameras were facing now. Oh, move the camera so there we go. So there's Shenanigans. So every night, St Patrick's night there. Every night is St Patrick's night there. And there's a lap dancing club above that lap dance. I think that might be Eden 2, a gentleman's club. I think that's the only lap dancing club that's actually in Blackpool. I'll tell you a story. True story. Years ago, my mate got married and I was his best man. And he decided, he's from the Midlands, and he decided he wanted to go to a lap dancing club. I said, oh, come on, really? He said, no, we want to go to a lap dancing club. So I said, okay, fair enough. So we went into that place. So because I'd been in Blackpool so long, I knew the script. So I walked up to the one of the lap dancers. I said, look, love, I said, it's my mate's stag party, so you can do whatever to him. But I'm absolutely no good to you at all, love. I said, you ain't got the right bits. So I told this lap dancer that I was gay. So they completely left me alone, and they were like dancing up to my mates, and each of them must have spent 100 quid each. They absolutely fleeced them, yeah. Because I'd gone in there and told them I was gay, yeah. They completely left me alone. It was so funny. And then when I come out, my mate said, how do you get away with not spending anything? So I told them. I said, I've lived here a long time now. I knew exactly what they were going to do to you. I told you not to go in there, but they fleeced them all for at least 100 quid each. Oh, well, everyone's got to earn a living, I suppose. Anyway, so we're down Coral Island, and there's the new Wild West Diner. Still not been in there. The Spyglass Hotel. Looks like it might be open. This dude wants to go in front of me. There you go, dude. And then we're at the Golden Mile, which apparently in a couple of years is going to be knocked down to make way for the new massive all singing, all dancing attraction, which is where Body Street Market used to be, and the old police station, the old courts. But let's be honest, that's 10 years away. So I'll probably be well and truly retired by the time that happens. So Sea Life Centre, as I mentioned before, Gruffalo's directly below it. Funland, and so yeah, there's still quite a few people about, to be fair. Well, there must be a few people out because Pete's still open. They say it's now 9:15. Central Pier, just move over there, you can see Central Pier over there. I'll just move this more central. And fish and chip shop, never eaten there, to be fair. Then that place Spends next door. I think it's still in there. Yeah, in there there's a photo gallery. Me and my mate went to it. Funnily enough, it was when they had the stag night, and you can go in there and they dress you up in Edwardian gear or period gear, cowboy gear and stuff like that, and take photos of you. It's actually really good. And so you're all dressed up like a cowboy or a Edwardian or something like that, yeah. And me and him and his mates and my mate We all went there, and I've got the photograph of it, and it was actually really good. And it wasn't that expensive, to be fair. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't that expensive for what you got for it. It was a couple of photographs, but it was all the gear and the back sets and all that. So it looked really, really good. So if you're into that and you're up here with a load of mates or with your family and you fancy dressing up and getting a photograph for the family album, pop into there. Next door to that chippy, just on the left-hand side of Pete's place. So I'm heading past Central Pier now and past Tower Gifts. Many, many years ago, that used to be a McDonald's. I remember when that used to be a McDonald's. Many years ago. Candyland, Golden Mile, Gift of Souvenirs, Webster's, Funland and Silcox. And then we're obviously coming up towards, lots of illuminations on up here. We're going past Pat's Bingo now. Many people in there. Seems to be quite full. Some irrelevant burger bars that we're driving past. Vauxhall Reflex. Few hotels, the Craggy Don. Anthony, who remembers Anthony? Anthony, the guy who's sang for us a couple of times. He sings there all the time. Anthony Oliver, I think his name is. Anyway, he sings at the Craggy Don. And it's open to the public, I believe, as well. I have been in there, but it was a long time ago. So what we'll do is head towards the Pleasure Beach and see what the illuminations are like up towards the Pleasure Beach. We'll just wait for the traffic lights to change, because all the illuminations seem to be on up there. So they seem to be up from there down to just the other side of the tower. I was hoping the ones down on the north side where they got the Teddy Bears Picnic and stuff like that were on, but unfortunately they're not on yet, because I don't know if they've even completed, because they're normally the ones that go up last. So these traffic lights are taking a long time. Oh, here we go. So we'll have a look at all these pretty lights up here. So if you don't get a chance to come down and see the illuminations, at least you can say, I went for a tour with illuminations with Higgett. Higgett took me on a tour. The Royal Windsor Hotel. I think, was it Bernard Manning who used to reside there? Used to do a set there all the time. I'm talking 20 odd years ago now. Oh, another irrelevant burger bar. Then we go past Funky Towers. Never been in there, but it's meant to be a really cool hotel. I've been told it's a really cool hotel. The Lindeen, always busy. Doesn't matter, it could be a wet Wednesday in January. It's always busy in there. They have, I think it's an all-inclusive meals. You have bingo, you have bar, happy hour and all that kind of stuff. I think it's an all-inclusive place. So generally when people come here, they just stay in there, hence why it can be open during the winter, because I don't think they go out. A lot of hotels with nobody in at the moment down. I don't know if there's nobody in or they're just quiet. The Codfather. And we'll see, look at all the pretty illuminations, they're still happening. So it looks like they're stopping up here just before the Pleasure Beach. Mother Hubbard's Cupboard. Donut King. I don't think Pete would be happy if he thinks there's a Donut King down here. I thought he was meant to be the king of the donuts. And there's the Cod Mother. Oh, I didn't realise that. You've got the Cod Father down the bottom, the Cod Mother up here. I never noticed that before. The Dutton Arms. McDonald's. Yep, there's no more illuminations on here. So what we'll do is we'll skip down this road here, because I'm going to head off home now, because it's past my bedtime now, and I've got to be up early in the morning. The Viking Hotel. So we'll head down Station Road now. Up there's a dude just crossing the road randomly there. South Pier on my right hand side. So we're just heading down Station Road now. And Pablo's, just at a light. So we're down at Pablo's on my left hand side, and we're just turning here to Station Road. Ahead of me is the Velvet Coaster, just on the left hand side, and then we're going down Station Road, and that'll take us onto Lytham Road, and then I'll head down Lytham Road. Uh, and there's an arcade round the corner. It's the, oh God, what's it called now? Something Star. Anyway, Lucky Star, because they're the people who used to own where the Weatherspoons is there. They used to have the Lucky Star there, and then obviously that got sold, and then they opened up another one, a lot smaller one here called the Lucky Star. It's just on my left hand side here. It's just out of camera shot. It seems to be closed at the moment anyway. There's a few hotels down here. Actually, we'll go to back streets. We'll go along Bond Street, see what's happening along Bond Street. Probably nothing, to be fair. And the last time I drove down here, oh God, it's practically deserted. Bond Street. It has been for years now. Ever since the council, in their great wisdom, decided to turn it into a one-way street, and then when they worked out they'd messed up, it had done the damage. Well, look at it. The place, there's nothing open. Most of the stuff is derelict. Well, there's one there open. Let this dude past. And there's the speedboat. There's the speedboat just in there. Of course there is. Me and Pete did a video down here before. I think it was me and Pete anyway. So we'll just drive along the back streets here to have a look at what's happening here. Not a lot. So we're coming up to there. This is the turning on Bond Street and the top of Waterloo Road. So there's a shoe market. I believe they're the same people who've got the shoe market next to Pete's place. So Pete's got the shoe market next to him, and I believe they're the same people. I could be wrong, but I think they are. Whiteside Family Amusements on my right hand side here. That's a quite good little arcade, to be fair. I have been there. It's clean and tidy. The people in there are friendly, and it's a kids' place, so there's no yobbos in there and stuff like that. Is that shut? Oh no, what's that? I think that's a Star pub. I don't know what this road's called here. We're just driving adjacent to the front. I don't know on Bond Street anymore. I can't remember what the road is. This obviously, to my right hand side is Lizard Road. To my left hand side is the Prom. So just up here on the right hand side is oh, there's a Nidar down there. Forget that. Let's go this way because I can see a Nidar in front of me. There's blue flashing lights in front of me. So let's go see what the Nidar's doing. You know what a child I am when I see a Nidar. Nidar, Nidar, Nidar. So we'll have a quick sneaky look down there and see what the Nidar's doing. Is it I can't work out. It's a police van. I think it may be a police van. So if it's an ambulance, oh, there's another Nidar there as well. There must be lots going on. Ooh, it's all exciting. It's all going on here. I think I can't work out. If it's an ambulance, I won't go anywhere near it, obviously. But if I turn this way, there's a police van at the end of the road as well. So there's a police van and a flashing van. I can't work out whether it's an ambulance or a police van. They say if it's a... Oh, I can't turn here, can I? God, I should know this area as well. No idea what road I'm on. I thought I could turn down the side there, but obviously I can't. So I'll just turn here. No idea what this road's called. There'll be people shouting at me. They'll go, you should know that road, you should know that road. To be fair, I should know that road. When I was standing for council, I've been down these roads so many times, dropping leaflets off and talking to people, but oh, there were so many of them, I just can't remember what they were all called. So I'm just going to turn here. It's quite difficult to turn a van this big in a road that's quite narrow. There'll be people looking out the windows going, oh my God, what's going out there? Somebody's turned up in a big horrible yellow van. What are they doing? So here we go. We'll have a quick sneak drive down there and see what we can see what's going on. Right in front of me is an old library. I think that's a youth centre now, a youth club of some description. So I can turn down here now. oh, it's an ambulance. There's an ambulance down the bottom with a police car. So if there's an ambulance, I won't bother going. I'm not going to get in the way of the paramedics. So there's obviously something going on. But there's always something going on in Blackpool. So I will leave you at these traffic lights now. You know where we are, don't you? That's that Chinese that me and Pete really like. What I really like, that's Living Road Kitchen on the right hand side. And so I'll leave you here. Don't if you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to the rest of the channels. And I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching and taking a ride with me. See you later.